Okay, so once again, as usual, I'm going to be recommending 3 animes for you guys to watch. I try to mix up the genres here and there, just in case, you're into different types of animes. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video, and please remember to like and subscribe. The first anime I'm going to recommend is Kisniver. Kisniver opens in a futuristic city and centers around a quiet high school boy who has lost the ability to feel physical pain due to a childhood incident, which leaves him emotionally numb and detached from others. And in the first episode, he's abruptly attacked and injured, yet reacts with complete indifference, which ends up drawing the attention of Nita, who's an aggressive and impulsive classmate who becomes fixated on him. And shortly after this interaction, he's then abducted by a mysterious woman who takes him into this underground research facility where he and several other students, including the other student that I mentioned just now, are forcibly enrolled in the experimental Kizuna system, which is a program that's designed to link people by sharing pain among them. And the episode reveals that these students are chosen because they are emotionally unstable and disconnected, and when the system is activated, a sudden injury to just one person will simultaneously cause injury and pain among all of them. So obviously this causes shock and it sends them into panic and confusion, as they realize their bodies and sensations are now connected. So they now have this unsettling idea that they will be forced to live, suffer, and confront each other together, whether they want to or not. What really drew my attention with this anime was the actual plot itself, the concept. Because these days especially, and yeah, this anime isn't new by the way, but these days especially, a lot of animes just have really similar plots. Like we have heroes, demon lords, demon kings, isekai traveling to another world, your classic shonen. We don't really have these animes that have really unique concepts anymore, it feels like. But then you have animes like these where the concept, you can tell, was really thought about and they really spent their time, whoever made this. I'm not really familiar with the background of this anime, but you can tell though they did definitely spend some time in terms of the concept. And the characters themselves are really all unique. None of the characters have the same personalities. You have the main character who has this really bland, almost emotionless personality, which kind of ties into his background of not really being able to feel pain. And then you have some of the other characters who have sometimes cliche tropes, like you have this really girly, almost schoolgirl character, and you have this other character who's like a deviant. So yeah, you have a lot of different things being at play here, and if you are into, I would say, psychological anime, then you might want to give this one a shot. The next anime I'm going to recommend is Love Through a Prism. Love Through a Prism follows a young and talented Japanese painter who travels to early 1900s London to pursue her dream at the prestigious St. Thomas Arts Academy, where her parents have given her 6 months to become the best student, or she has to abandon her ambitions and return home. And once she arrives by ship, she wanders through the bustling city, being guided to the academy, where she meets her oil painter teacher and her cheerful new classmate Dorothy, who shows her around and introduces her to the school's top work of art. And she then encounters the school's most celebrated but eccentric and emotionally detached student, Kit. And at first she thinks that he's really strange and doesn't quite understand him, but yet this guy is also the very top and has the most sought after artwork in the entire academy because of how good it is. And because she wants to become number one, it immediately sets this rivalry between them. But you kind of soon start to learn that Kit himself doesn't really care about being number one or being, you know, a rival to her. He just cares about the art itself, which is pretty true to the passion. And soon you start to realize their relationship is not just that of a rival, but you do also have a romance aspect that plays in this series as well. The really interesting thing about this anime is really the fact that it's set in London. I feel like at this point we're so used to anime being set in Japan, but this one, it just kind of takes you, you know, makes you take a step back real quick and just be like, whoa, this is different. I am watching an anime, but the setting feels kind of strange because not only is it set in the 1900s, but it's also not even in Japan at all. Because we've seen animes set back in time, but still in Japan. But this one is not in Japan and also back in time. So it's like, am I even really watching an anime right now? But it is an anime, and you can tell by the animations, obviously. And interestingly enough, this is a Netflix anime. It is a Netflix original, so maybe that has to do something with the whole setting of this series. But yeah, if you're into like romance, slice of life, but it's not really slice of life, I would say, but definitely, you know, like romance or anime with like scenery, then yeah, you would probably like this anime, I would feel like. And the final anime I'm going to recommend is Golden Kamuy. Golden Kamuy begins in the early 1900s, shortly after the Russo-Japanese War, and follows this main character who's a battle-hardened veteran who's nicknamed the Immortal. And the reason he has this nickname is because he has this uncanny ability to survive fatal wounds. And in the first episode, Sugimoto, he is shown trying to find gold in harsh wilderness because he has to fulfill a promise to support the widow of his fallen comrade, only to learn of a hidden fortune stolen from an indigenous people, the location of which has been encoded into tattoos carved onto the bodies of escaped convicts. And while searching for frozen land, he's attacked by a ferocious brown bear, which is kind of controversial, which when this anime first aired, because yeah, it's a lot of CGI for that bear. But then he is saved at the last moment from the bear by an Aspera, which is a sharp-witted girl, by this girl who's known as an Inu, who teaches him survival skills and exposes him to the history and injustices suffered by her people. And with this girl, he then goes on a journey to try to find the stolen gold. I would say the thing that I really like about this anime is the main character. Like, I find the main character especially really easy to legitimately like, because a lot of times I feel like I just don't really care about the characters that much these days, to be honest. But with Golden Kamuy, I actually really like the main character. He has a really good background that is shown throughout the series and why he is, you know, the way that he is and the things that he went through. And just, he is sort of overpowered too, but he's not like too overpowered to where you're just like, okay, I can't, you know, watch this anymore. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Remember to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.